our little village is really starting to thrive, but to get any more expansion, we're going to have to start looking further afield. Unfortunately, our iron deposits are pretty pitiful around here, so we're going to need to venture out into new lands. Although there's word of bandits in the area, perhaps it's about time we started working on our army, because unfortunately right now, it ain't much. Hello you, welcome to Geekism and welcome back to Manor Lords, where we've got our village into a pretty decent little spot, to be honest with you. It's kind of cooking along. We can definitely do some expansion and keep working on it, but I do think it's time to start thinking about the wider field. At the moment we have a decent food supply for the sort of size we're working with, but to increase our food supply we're really going to have to start looking at some more fallow areas, you know, somewhere where there's a little bit more fertility around the place. So oh, we've gone a little too far there. Let's have a look. You know, we're gonna have to start to come into the ember fertility over here is pretty good, and over here as well. So we got lots of farmland over here. If we took it up here, it's a little better, not great, but yeah. And then over here, it's like really good. Like this is the one where it's all cooking on Tosenbrook. So we could work our way up there as well. But then the other thing we're going to need if we really want to build up an army is a decent supply of iron, of which we only have like 100 or so over here, which we will get and use to make some weapons, but pretty much that's it. So I do think we need to start working towards maybe this one instead. I'm not too sure what happens if we use influence to claim a spot. I think either way we start a fight, so we need to definitely sort of work on our military, and I don't really know how to do that, but let's see if we can figure it out. So we're going to come down to here, army. That's 10 of 10. So we just can't do any more than that. Is that the idea? Because that holds 10. Let's have a look. Because I thought this would hold some. Or did we build a different thing? Maybe we built a different thing. What is this? What is this building? Walls and gates. Outer tower. Provides 10 garrison space. Garrison tower. Increases maximum retinue size by 12. Limited to 1 per region. Okay, so we have that. So our retinue can be bigger. But it provides 10 garrison space. Garrisons, units, and villagers shoot projectiles at approaching enemies. It's a work in progress. So that's cool. And attacks off it. So maybe we have to start doing this then to increase the garrison space. So maybe we do a front gate here. Too far from other modules. Okay, well, let's do that then. And now can we move it? No, we take it to the edge of that zone. Okay. So how about we do something like this then? We can move them both independently of each other. That seems like a little bit of a cheat, but it is what it is. So if we do something like, oh, well. Something like that. As the sort of main entrance that way. But I suppose we do need to bring this around at some point. Oh, it's too far. Well, we can bring it around that way. At the moment, this is just taking planks. That's okay. We do a door there. And we'll bring it around this way. I'll put a door there where the iron is going to be. And we'll bring you right round here. So what does that cost? 86 planks, of which we have 31. 10 stone, of which we have 193, and 26 of which... So it's just planks. So basically that's just... That'll slowly get built as we have planks. Oh no, it just won't even let us do it. Okay. Remove wall pull. Remove wall point. Oh. How do we just... Oh. Add point, remove point. Drag wall point. Where's just the get rid of the thing? Do we just do that? No, we're still in it there, right? How do I... So it's just getting rid... It's not getting rid of the whole piece of wall, it's just getting rid of the point. Add point, remove point. Right click doesn't seem to do anything. Okay. Adjust curvature. Do I have to be in here to do it? Well, no. Oh. There, okay, there we go. Now it's doing what I would like it to do. There we go. Okay. Okay, so it goes until it gets straight, and then once it's straight, it'll disappear. Okay. Can we at least build this bit then? Yes, we can build that because that uses 6 planks. Okay, well that gives us a nice sort of entrance point, so we'll commit to that. Okay. So we have our 10 little chappies here. That is what it is. So how do we edit these then? Create new units. Our retinue. Is there a customize retinue button somewhere? Let's have a look. Spread out. Stand. Oh, that's actually doing stuff. Retinue customization only available when disbanded. Okay, well off you pop then. Ah, here we go. 24. So we can pay just to have these folks around, right? We have 2,603 to buy them. So, upgrade armor. Recruit men at arms, 50 silver. Pay your treasury to hire a retainer who already owns basic military equipment. Okay, so we'll get those up to 24 then. Right. That didn't cost that much. It cost 34 treasury to upgrade them. Buy locally. Pay half of the local armorers. The treasure of funds will be transferred to the regional wealth, but we don't have the armorers available. So, well, how about if we click this and click this fellow? Okay. So he now looks like that. I mean, that's pretty badass. Can I afford to just do that to all of them? I mean, he looks way more badass than him. I don't like his shield at all. But they're the options, I suppose. Are you my, like... You might be like a knight or something, I guess. You're definitely better geared than that chap. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I mean, there's all this money here. If we're going to want to take on somebody, this is what we're going to have to do, I think. So let's just do this. It may well have been better to do it from our own zones, but we've got all this cash and we've got not much else, I don't think, to do with it. I mean, I don't necessarily love how random they all are. I'd prefer them to be a little bit more uniform. Not necessarily with the gear they've got, but the colours and everything. Like, I feel like they should be wearing my colours. And don't ask me what my colours are, because I couldn't tell you. Okay. So Thomas, I mean, you're looking great, Thomas. I know, so we can give them all the same thing. It's just we've got to sit and go through and do this. I don't even know what the blue's doing. Is it the back of it? So he's just like that, right? So body can be painted as well. So I kind of want them all in red, right? We've got some badass red guys. Well, I'm not going to sit and do that for every one of them. So Thomas, you will be our red knight. Okay, so let's... Ready to rally. Let's rally them. Here they come. I mean, that's much more like it, isn't it? There, look at that. There's one chap still. Where are you? There you go. Yeah, they need to all look the same, don't they? It doesn't look good that they don't look the same. Oh, yeah, that's more like it. I mean, that took way too long. Because it made me do every single one. But look how sharp they look with the little short skirts on. They're great. I did one guy different. There's one guy here. This guy here. This is the white knight. Look, he's down in the middle. I don't know how one of them is the banner guy. Maybe he should look different, but no. I don't know why. I just thought it'd be really funny to keep an eye on him. All right, they're looking great. I want to make a new unit, and I want to make a archer militia. Because we have the archer militia. We have 88 recruits, that's good, and we have 21 warbows. And we can hire mercenaries. No, we're going to go for the archer militia. What do we need there? We need 36... 36 thingies. Okay, we can rally them or we can remove them. So we can't adjust what they look like. Okay, so let's make sure we have 36 warbows. They need all this stuff to make it work, I think. But let's have a look. Is there somewhere that we said, yeah, here we go. Warbows production limit. We want it to always be 36. So hopefully they'll make those, and that'll give us a military militia. Now, whether that is enough, I don't know, but that's pretty much all I've got. My personal retinue and an archer militia, because anything else we're going to struggle to do. But I was saying that we do have a mining pit here that we can begin sort of farming the iron from. So we don't really have a spare family. We are going to probably have to do a few houses. I wasn't planning on doing houses this episode, but the plan has always been to do a run of houses along here between the apiary and the large granary. So let's get those in then, I suppose. There we go. So we'll go right down here. We're going to keep it pretty standard. Oh, the royal tax has increased. Okay, we've still got plenty of gold for it, so I'm not too fussed there. Do you know what we'll do, actually? We'll start with a road that manages to find its way out this way. Oh, we've got to be careful not to go too close to the... Can't go too close to the deer there, so actually let's take it shorter. We maybe won't even have these as like veggie plots. We'll just bring them up to there. Hopefully that won't be a problem, although if they do migrate a little, it's not going to be the end of the world. Okay, beverage plots then. So we'll now have them to like there. No. Okay, let's try going this way with them. Are you going to do the same sort of thing? So he does that, but that... Unless that... Does that actually have it in? No, it's no good. Look, it's no good. It's no good. Oh my word. Okay. It's just not going to work, is it, because of this? Yeah. Well, we can do that with them at least. And get 3 in there. That's fine. We've got the double plots. Okay, it's a bit straight, but there's not really much I can do there, to be honest with you. They are what they are. Perhaps the apiary comes this way. That's not a bad idea, actually. We can't demolish it. But we can't move it even, but we can demolish it. Okay, so let's demolish it and rebuild it. Which one is it? Where? is it? Oh, it's probably gathering, isn't it? There we go, apiary. Okay. So we'll put you over there. What's there? A little bit of something. That's fine. When those supplies go, we'll put another house there. Oh my god! What's happening here? What did I just totally miss that? Homelessness, baby shot. What? What on earth happened there? I'm just sitting here moving an apiary. Okay, can we? Have they got a fight? Is there unassigned fighting fire? Okay, is there anything we can do to help? A fire broke out. Yeah, no crap. What happened? Okay, well the fire went out, and we were able to rebuild. I have no idea what caused that. I don't believe it was. Fire broke out. Fire broke out. Fire broke out. Brewery. Hit by lightning strike brewery. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, you know, these things happen. My worry was that it was raiders and I'd totally missed it. But, you know, brewery, that's going to happen. So where was the brewery? That was... Yeah, that one. Brewery. That's where it started. Okay, well, that's been rebuilt. And as far as I can tell, you're all back to normal. Okay. My goodness. All right. So you're getting rebuilt. Yeah, it's all happening. I had to click that first one, but the rest is all happening. My word, what a bit of excitement that was. Okay, well, the snow could have come a little quicker, couldn't it? Luckily, we're still bringing in decent revenue. The houses are getting rebuilt. Let's hope that people aren't homeless anymore. That's good. And okay, okay. All right. Well, that's good. So everyone's back in a house again. None of these are currently built, but that's all right. The supplies have been picked up from there, so let's just do one more house there then. Okay, we've got 1, 2, 3. That's good. Okay, there we go. And that'll sort of fill that area a little bit more, and then we just have an odd spot here. We can always move these and do another little house at some point there, but for the most part that seems to be okay. As they build, we'll see whether or not it affects the deer, but I don't see that being too bad either. Okay. New mercenary companies available. Sure they are. Now we have a free family now. Sorry, so we can get them working in the mining pit, and we'll get that iron because we need to work on. Oh, these guys. Sorry, I just realised these are all stood around. You're good. After you go and chill. Because we had the war bands. I don't know whether we have enough. It says 36 there. Whether we actually have that many, I don't know. 7 and 2. Let's see. Commodities. We have a lot of ale. Military. There it is. 5 war bows. Ah, but that's surplus goods, right? Does that mean our army has 36 of 36? Yes. But they have no form of like gambeson or anything like that. So at the moment, the cobbler is always making sure there's 50 leather left over. How accurate is that? Let's have a look. I'm not too sure what that comes under. Construction? No, of course not. Crafting materials must be, yeah, 49, 50 leather there. We do have some wool that we currently aren't doing anything with. And we have some clay. Okay, I think we need to turn some of these houses into facilities for making stuff. I certainly don't want to get rid of the veggie plants here, but let's have a look. Cobblers, yeah. Tailor's workshop enables the production of clothes and cloaks and gambesons. And then armorer's workshop, we need to turn that on with basic armor making, but that produces helmets. And then with advanced we can do mail and plate armor. So I think the gambesons is probably the way to go there then. It does require a tool, of which we currently have 0, I believe, because we're not producing them anywhere. We can have a place that does that, I think. Where is it? Blacksmith there. Produces tools. I don't know why that keeps going away. And then also spears, sidearm. So that's a pretty good one as well then, because we do need a short supply of tools. But then also spears, sidearms, iron parts, all that sort of stuff's pretty good. Yeah. Okay, so let's turn someone into the blacksmith. So there's the brewery. This is going to be the blacksmith here. How can we do it? We just need some tools. Okay. So let's go to our trading post. We should be able to set up a... so we can just bring all of this stuff in, but I do quite like buying it, building it, to be honest. Tools. So it's going to cost us a good chunk to set up the route. And we are going to import to a desired surplus of 5. Where's full? Oh. Oh. One of the stores didn't make it through the fire, weirdly. Okay, that's all getting rebuilt. Huh. Okay, so that'll give us a couple of tools, which in turn means we can adjust this. Yeah. Yeah, I think the blacksmith is the way to go then. Okay, blacksmith is in. It took a little while to do. I think I haven't quite figured this out yet. The Bower's Workshop. I set it to make 36, and it was making a bajillion. Like we've got 6. Oh no, we have 32 now. Oh, but that's 32 in excess. Look, yeah, we actually have 68. So I think we messed up there. I think this is like how many. I want this to make 5 more than we need to. That's what I want that to do, which I think is what's happening. And we'll do the same for this one, making swords in a moment as well. But what I didn't realise is that we've only got raw iron and we need to turn it into iron slabs. So we need a bloomery to make that happen, which is here. It converts iron ore into slabs. This is fairly temporary here because, well, we haven't got much of the stuff. So I'm happy to just sort of drop it in here for now. Because, yeah, we've only got, what? There's only 68 left there. We're going to be able to make a round of swords, basically, is the plan here, and then and helmets as well. I suppose would be good. Maybe just helmets. Do we put everyone in helmets? And then the other thing we need to do is look at turning this into probably tailors, because it makes gambesons. I assume it makes gambesons out of leather. So let's go Tailor's Workshop there. Unfortunately, we are losing chickens here. Food-wise, we're still doing okay. We have 8 months. It's not as great as I'd like it to be. The main problem is meat. We're really struggling to keep meat in there. We only have 8. So I think, you know, Apple's honey is 0. Did we not? Ah, we might not have put somebody to work here. And we don't actually have a free family. Huh. Because we're giving them jobs over there. But these have all been moved in now, haven't they? Okay, well, luckily, we can expand these living spaces. Has that one already been done? Oh, that one I didn't do. Okay, so expand all of those. That'll give us 4 more families, and they will build those themselves as well. They don't need builders to do them, which is good. So if you ever do find yourself with 0 there, rather than pull somebody off a gig, you can do that, and it'll slowly bring them in. I'd like to turn all these into pigs back here to give us a little bit more meat. That's going to be the plan anyway. Tailor's Shop is built, so let's go and check them out then. So Tailor's Shop, gambesons, resources needed: linen, outputs a gambeson. Cloaks requires a yarn and a dye, makes a cloak, and clothes, just general, is linen and dyes. So, what do we use wool for? And where are we having linen from? Weaver's Workshop turns wool into yarn and flax into linen. Ah, so yarn. There. Yarn and dyes. Workers refine berries into dyes. We don't have berries really, we're bringing them in. And that also is only a cloak, which I don't think is something that they require. Look, it's definitely gambesons that they want. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Well, in that case, we need to try and... Yeah, look, helmets and gambesons and all those things is what it wants me to have. What do we do then? Leather is just boots? I feel like a gambeson is made of leather. I guess not. Linen. Okay, let's... Like, we're still doing okay here. Most money's coming in, is going back out again. So let's bring in some linen, I guess. Linen is 4 and 14. Flax is 2 and 12. So we could do flax and just convert it ourselves. I don't think we have very good flax fertility at all here, do we? I mean, I know people in the comments were moaning at me for doing barley down here, but flax is pretty awful across the board here, actually. Yeah. So it's a little better across the river. It's very good across that river there, so eventually we'll be able to do it. But for now, I think we're going to have to start bringing it in. Okay, trade. Flax. Establish a route. Import. I would always like 20 flax, please. Thank you all. So what do we need to turn flax into linen? It's a weaver's workshop. It's its own building. Where's a good spot for this? Let's have a look. Like that actually fits it really nice. If we adjust the stable, we can move this. So how about this comes to here? And we'll put a weaver's workshop right here in the middle of the town. Alright, tailor's shop and blacksmith are all ready to rock. We just need to give them some resources. So the weavers... I think you just make stuff, don't you? We're just going to turn linen... We're just going to turn flax and wool into linen and yarn. I don't really need them to have a limit. Like, just go for it, basically. And then the tailor's shop, you need to have... you're going to make gambesons. And you will have a production limit of 1 more than we need. I think that's how that works, although we'll see as we get there a little further in. The blacksmith is going to... I would really like them to make helmets, but I don't think we can do that without upgrading something here. Is it down here, look? Yeah, basic armor making enables blacksmiths to craft helmets. It gives us the armorer's workshop upgrade. Yeah, helmets are going to be good though. And then eventually we can do like crazy stuff, plate even, which can be used in turn to upgrade the retinue. Yeah, but I think helmets would be good. But to get there, we need to do another 7 houses to be level 3, and I just don't think we can really afford that, because each of those will add in a family and remove, people doing jobs that, the food rations are coming down. So I think actually for now, no, the blacksmiths need to make sidearms. Yeah, we need to do that, and we need to have them making 1 more than needed. We built the bloomery though, so we can do that. And again, advanced wise, I don't think I'm going to have a limit. I think I'm just going to turn all the ore, which is there's only 6 left, but it'll clear it out, I suppose. Turn that in, so that should produce us some swords and gambesons, which is enough to get a few folks helping out. Alright, we survived the winter and we now have a ready to rally footmen militia, archer militia, and our retinue, of course, as well. So let's have another look. There's a bandit camp over here. That's our closest one. So I'm going to rally these basically at the foot of the forests here, and hope this doesn't sort of take too many of our men. But I think they should be all. It's the men of the family, so like the wives and the kids stay working and farming and what have you, I think is how it works. Well, there we go. So we'll let them all gather up. They're all coming from all over the city, look. We're going to be proactively sort of, you know, protect our lands. Here they all come. This is good. So here's our archer militia. Do they have gambesons on? They're moving downhill, that's fine. They're in their home region, which is good for morale. But like, I don't know. Balanced. Okay, yeah, stay balanced. Okay, here we go. So there's one. Oh, and then here come the geared guys. Okay, so yeah, you lot are like really not very well geared, but you got swords and shields. You got arrows, so I think that's pretty good. We'll do this, I think. Yeah, okay, and then we'll say, come to like here. Oh no, that didn't work. Okay. Do we right click? There we go. Right click. Come on then, folks, across the fields. Huzzah! Oh, these fellas move a lot slower. Why is that? Do I have a way to... Oh, I see. Cost of fatigue. Yeah, I'd rather you run. Yeah, lazy so-and-sos. You're the ones that are actually going to do the majority of the work, to be honest, gang. We'll have to check... Oh, no, that really does actually lower their fatigue quite a bit. Okay, well, we're going to let them get to, like, here and then regroup anyway, so that's fine. Go on, then, you carry on. Oh, wow, they're so much slower. But I suppose that is what it is. I think there's no problem us being here. I think we're okay doing this. There we go. Okay, so you folks... Okay, let's slow time down a little bit. Let's do this right. So you're going to go to here. Other sword and shield guys are going to come round and sort of flank a little. And then you folks are going to stand back by the trees here. Okay. Let's get into position. Okay. This is looking good. It might be that there's just nothing going on here. Is this one of the... Yeah. I think we can maybe just do this. Is it just an abandoned camp? That seems... like we did all this for nothing. Okay. When searching through the enemy belongings, you find a stash of goods. They can be sent to your people who surely need them, though it's your right to keep them. Send resources to the nearest town, or belongs to my ship. No, nearest town. Regional wealth gained 156. That's not much, but okay. Was that it? Was there no actual bandits around? Okay. Well, while you guys are here then, let's save the game. Because I want to roll back this if I need to. Let's claim with influence. Press claim, yes. So, a region is being claimed. The gauntlet has been thrown. The battle for Rocklahok. There we go. So where does his guys come from? Is it up here? Okay. I mean, that is quite a bit more than my guys. And we're currently losing, it says. Show the battlefield location. Where is that? Okay, that's not so bad. That's not so bad. So, the archer militia can come over to here. My retinue can come here. And my other guys can come here. There we go. I mean, they're going to be exhausted by the time they get here, aren't they? Where are they? Look at this. They can take forever. I mean, there's more of them. Light mercenary archers. Okay. Okay, they have quite a few more guys than us. They have like 4 units of 36. We have 3 units of 36. Although theirs probably a little better geared than mine. I'm going to kind of hope that they're going to be fatigued by the time they get here. We're in the place, right? You come over here. You're fine where you are. Okay. Let's see what our options are then. So you can missile alert. Soldiers watch for enemy missiles. Chance to avoid or block missiles is double, but melee defense is halved. Stand your ground. Push forward. Or give ground. Slowly push the formation line backward. No, we don't want to do that. Shoot at will. Instead of shooting a volley, soldiers fire aiming directly at the enemy. Increases accuracy up close, but decreases accuracy at half the minimum range. Okay. So we want you to hold on there, right? Where's the army? I mean, they're just going to take forever to get here, aren't they? Alright, well, let's see what happens when they get here. Okay, this massively backfired. I'm watching all these guys coming from over here, thinking that was it, but it's not. They're actually coming from other spots as well, including from right up our bottoms. This is not going to go well. Alright, so you shoot at will at those guys. You need to come in onto them as well, as do you. Okay. I mean, I'm no army guy, but yes, this is probably not going to go very well because they've got the higher ground. These archers need to come around to here. Okay. You guys, you get in there and through the trees. We're going to try and get you a bit of high ground up here. Okay, now turn and fight them. That's maybe not as bad. No, they're going to come in. They've only got bow and arrows. That's going to go terribly. How's this going? Probably not great. How's this going? Yeah, go on, guys. Push forward. You're doing great. Are you doing great? We're probably not doing great. So basically we needed like quadruple the army needed to do this. Yeah, that's us broken. So did we just lose them then? Are they... Okay. We're probably not doing great here, are we, either? Stand your ground. Yeah, this is not going good for us. Soldiers 3. Retinue. Yeah, that's... So we lost the battle, I guess. Is that what that's saying? Well, that went about as bad as we could expect then, eh? Battle lost. Wow, I was sat here watching these dudes trickling down over here. And they're like, yeah, we didn't even make it. Wow, so it's just never going to happen, basically. We're never going to take another spot on this map. Yeah, as much as I love this game, the fighting is not, it's just not something I enjoy. It's not for me. What are you going to do? Do we have anyone? Wounded guys? They'll trickle back, I suppose, to our little lowly, wet-looking boy of a city. Alright, fair enough. It was good fun, even though we were massacred. Well, unfortunately, I don't see us moving into other areas on the cards right now. I really do love this game as an economy slash sort of city builder. but the whole fighting thing, it just isn't really for me. And I feel like we've kind of done as much as we can in this area without pushing forward. Unfortunately, the NPC, the Hildebrunt guy, whatever his name is, has taken up the entire map, so we're not going to be able to move forward without putting way too many resources into possibly just dying again. But it's always nice to come back and take a look at this one. It's something we'll definitely look back at in the future. I think next time, if I play it through, I'll do like a completely peaceful mode. You can go into the sandbox settings and just have the other guy almost not exist, and we'll see if we can actually get like a few different towns trading between each other and have it more as like an economy sim. That's definitely sort of more up my street, and to be honest with you, if you're watching this and you know geekism well, it's probably a little bit more up your street as well. But we've got other stuff to look at. Timberborn coming next, so keep it on the channel for some of that. One that I weirdly completely missed at the time, but it's just had a recent update and the developers got in touch and said you should check it out. So we will. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this. Until the next one, be good.